This book poses one single burning question: who the hell abducted 10-year-old Billy? What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're with Chris, and today I'll be giving my spoiler-free review of Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, his latest novel, only just released on the 9th of July, and let me tell you guys, this book was amazing. It raises so many questions, it is almost beyond comprehension. Now, I remember last year reading his other book, Home Before Dark, and loved it for the same reasons I did this one. It even won the Best Twist in a Novel category in my annual Bookish Brilliance Awards of 2023. Alright, so let's start how I always like to, with the cover blurb. The worst thing ever to happen on Hemlock Circle occurred in Ethan Marsh's backyard. On the 15th of July 1994, 10-year-old Ethan and his best friend Billy fell asleep in a tent on a manicured lawn in a quiet New Jersey cul-de-sac. But in the morning, Ethan woke up alone, and the tent had been sliced open with a knife, and Billy was gone, never to be seen again. 30 years later, Ethan has returned to his childhood home, still desperate for answers. Who took Billy? Every night, he's kept awake by strange disturbances on the street, happening under the cover of darkness. Are they still out there? This isn't a bad neighbourhood. These aren't bad people, are they? Okay, so Ethan's parents have up and moved to Florida as part of their retirement, and at their suggestion, he's moved back into his childhood house. Now, he has demons he's trying to deal with. He's trying to get away from things, and reliving events from 30 years ago at the starting point, or the nexus of where they happened, has to be hard to deal with, right? And he does suffer from chronic insomnia as well, and mysterious things start to happen, and amidst strange happenings that indicate that Billy may still be alive, combined with a mysterious research facility located only 2 miles away from his house, Ethan reacquaints himself with friends from long ago, and this deliberately insulates you from the burning possibilities of who took Billy. Riley Sager distracts you with characters interacting in really good ways, so it throws you off the scent of who actually abducted Billy. I like the format where you have several chapters set in the present, and then we jump into flashbacks, so you get 2 or 3 chapters in the present and then a single flashback chronicling the events from Ethan's childhood, and it's very well done. It's a very good way to build tension and hold your interest, because you only get little snippets of what happened in the past, and then you have a little bit of the present happening, and all you want to do is find out what happened in the past that led to these events, and ultimately how it impacted this tiny little community. Now guys, there are plenty of characters in this where everyone appears to be a suspect and nothing is as it seems. Now, given that this is a spoiler-free review, it's a very limited part of the book I can't discuss, because anything would be a spoiler, and unfortunately this will make for a fairly short video, but I don't do spoilers on the channel unless I give you a lot of advance notice. Now, Ethan is a really interesting character. He's very well written. You definitely feel for him in this book, because he's been haunted by these events for 30 years, but these events that affected him so much also affected a previous relationship he had. It had a devastating effect there because of these demons that he has to wrestle with, and reading about those events from that relationship are very traumatic for him, and it makes you feel sorry for him all the way through. So he has a lot of layers there, and he's just very, very interesting, and very you feel nothing but sympathy for him, and you're definitely on his side all the way through. Now, with that prior relationship, there is a bit of a reveal there, which isn't earth-shattering and maybe a little bit predictable, but it's also logical at the same time, and it was an interesting reveal, to say the least. I thought the stuff about the Institute and what goes on there, the research they conduct, was very, very interesting, and it raises the question, is what went on there, which is pivotal to the story, is it innocent, seemingly innocent, or is there a more insidious motive involved? But you're going to have to read on to find out, because I cannot reveal that. I mentioned in my review of Home Before Dark that how shocked I was at the twist at the end. There were actually several twists, and if you thought that was shocking, this book goes so next level, and there are 5 or 6 little twists before the ultimate revelation at the end, which absolutely will hit you for 6. It will absolutely shock you. it fucks with your head in a cascading way. You towards the end, right? It's like a staircase, if I could use this analogy. So you have a reveal here, and then it goes, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I stayed up late reading it, finishing it last night, and that moment I actually had to stop and look up, and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck did I just read? It is something you never ever see coming, and there's all kinds of red herrings that Saga lays within the novel. You have your suspicions about one person, and then he feeds you enough to make you think that you're right, but you actually couldn't be more wrong. And I think a book like this is just fantastic, where it challenges you in this way, where you're always guessing right until the end. And who the culprit is will shock you. Now, I challenge you, if you pick up this book and read it, I challenge you to pick out who the culprit is, and I can guarantee you 100% you will not be able to figure this out. And I just love that in a book. It's an experience, and it proves how wrong you can be. And I think in hindsight you have to be paying attention with certain things, but how this culprit can be hidden in plain sight for so long is absolutely amazing. So now, with this kind of book, I read it on my own, and you know what? I shouldn't have read it on my own, because I think a book like this needs to be done with a buddy. If you and one of your friends or someone you know wants to read it when you do a buddy read, because I guarantee there are all kinds of things in this book that will have you messaging back and forth, comparing notes and going, oh my god, and exchanging theories and assumptions, and you wouldn't be more wrong. And I am really happy with how this book challenged me. It was very well written. Riley Sager's writing style is very accessible and smooth, and I smashed this in a few sittings, because his writing is so accessible that your eyes fly over the words, and before you know it, you've read 100 pages. And staying up until 12:30 last night myself reading it, I just had to get to the end, because by the time you get to the last third of the book, you have all these burning questions, and you're thinking, oh my god, I have to find out what happens. Who took Billy? And ultimately you do get the answer, but I'm not going to reveal that, because this is a spoiler-free channel. You just have to read and find out for yourself. But this book, guys, I would 100% recommend. It is going to be ranking pretty highly in my end of year top book list. That's how much I enjoyed it. I knew going into the book that I would enjoy it, because I liked Home Before Dark so much. And do yourself a favor, go out and buy it digitally like I did. Read the thing, and please, if you've read the book, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let's compare notes, because I'm very interested to see what other people thought of this book. But I absolutely enjoyed it. So there you go, guys. That is it for my spoiler-free review of Middle of the Night. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll promise to deliver the best content I can. The content is going to be coming thick and fast. I'm churning it out at a fairly high rate, which I'm very, very happy about. I'm feeling very creative. I'm feeling very optimistic about my reading. I am reading very quickly, and I'm just enjoying everything. And looking forward to my next read, which is going to be, I've settled on Act of Defiance, the new Jack Ryan book that I've been putting off for far too long. And as at the time of filming this, being Monday morning, I am going to be starting this one today. And later on in the week, I will be reading Dawn Shard with John from over at Talking Story. We're going to do a little buddy read for that one, which will be very, very quick. It's only a very short read, which is set after the events of Oathbringer. We're talking 227 pages. I'm predicting 2 sittings at the most, and I'll be done, and we'll compare notes. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much again. Please offer up any comments or feedback below. But until the next video, guys, happy reading.